sauce.
Soliciting is strict.
Furbo snapped a pic of me on the street without my consent just now.
Fame isn't exactly good news for the nameless.
Dreamless coffee man.
We're almost at Dovebrook District.
Make sure you keep it safe.
Quite a bustling district. Is this really where Himiko lived back then?
It's been 15 years since I've been back. I wonder what's become of these houses now. If they're being rented out or if they've been sold off already. Perhaps they've become like the Graphia family. Nothing but empty shells of their former glory. Let's go. Stay safe on the road. This place seems to have changed a lot.
Holy... Rest assured, I haven't forgotten a single thing about the compensation.
This Furbo was actually waiting outside the magazine's office just to make amends? Furbo absurdo.
And you are?
Would you mind coming into our magazine office to talk? Let's discuss compensation, shall we?
It looks like the magazine publisher has taken over this entire building. Strictly speaking, the entire street where this building stands belongs to my family's estate. It's said that, in their heyday, the Graphia family owned property all across Planarcadia. But by my generation, very little was left. When my journey reaches its end, will anyone in this world be able to inherit anything from me? Silly child. What nonsense are you talking about? Come. Let's go inside the magazine office and see what this little Furbo is up to.
Hey there, Paraprince! I brought quite an impressive creditor to visit you. Beep beep, debt collector signal detected. I'm out of here. Don't run! It's the Great Raccoon from the Astral Express! Furbos and raccoons. We're all one big family.
Beep boop. Family or not, you're all just here to collect debts, aren't you?
Great Raccoon, that jerk of a company president ditched everyone to dodge the debts. We brothers haven't gotten paid in months. As you can see from our sorry state, even if you sold us all for Furbo Hot Pot, you wouldn't get much money back. But I've got a Lame. We can work together for some mutual raccoon Furbo benefits. After all, Furbobo Weekly does have quite a readership. Right now, the hottest news in all of Planarcadia is the arrival of the Astral Express. Once you become the company president, Great Raccoon, Furbobo Weekly can go full throttle for you, becoming the Express's exclusive media outlet, churning out a string of hot scoops. In no time, Furbobo Weekly will be the #1 gossip magazine. We won't have to worry about our salaries, and Great Raccoon won't have to worry about compensation. For your emotional distress.
A magazine publisher? Now that is interesting. What do you think? Furbos may be crafty and full of tricks, but they can definitely help us out. A media outlet working for you, and a network of informants who can run around everywhere? Having a logistics team like that during the Phantasmoon Games would come with many perks. And best of all, they're free.
Being a company president is actually super easy. Just follow me.
takes? Okay, from now on, I'm your new company president.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Green Raccoon is our new company president! Ha! Whatever mission you assign, we brothers will get it done for you. Anything else you'd like us to do? In return, make sure you create some big news stories. Oh, and that journalist Furbo who wrote that slander about you? HR will fire him. We don't need an employee around here who's got beef with the company president. I heard a supplicant has appeared at Graphia Academy. Should we have him take some pictures there for you? No problem. I'll arrange it right away. This Furbo will issue the order. Stay tuned for his first-hand report.
Looks like you're already getting into the groove of being a company president. We're pretty much done here, and Don Hung and Sunday should be arriving soon as well. I'll just have them meet us here at the publishing house. Looks like Don Hung and Sunday haven't arrived yet. If you're feeling restless, why don't you go outside and explore a bit?
I want to make something with it. But what to make?
Looks like Don Hung...
Miss Himiko, we're here.
Slower than expected, huh? Looks like you had quite a harvest.
That's, difficult to say.
Miss Himiko. And Benefactor is here too. It's been a while. I've missed you all dearly.
Miss Tingyun, are you representing the Xianzhou on this diplomatic mission to Planarcadia?
This is a matter of great importance. A humble girl like me doesn't have that kind of standing. I'm just tagging along with General Yao Guang of the Yuchui to help out with odd jobs. I happened to run into these two on the way.
The seer strategist. What happened on this journey?
Sorry, there was a bit of a hiccup. I accidentally put on a mask of elation. Now I'm a supplicant in the Phantom Moon Games.
Well, that's quite unexpected.
I know the Express has been seeking to join the Phantom Moon Games, and I've been quite curious about that. Sorry. Did I make things more complicated than they needed to be?
No need to apologize. Though you may not be one of the Nameless, you're still a companion on this journey with us. No Nameless would stop a fellow traveler from finding their own path.
Many thanks.
But wait, did you just say accidentally?
It's a long story. I'm afraid we'll have to wait for General Yao Guang to explain it herself.
She was with us just now, but somehow disappeared without a trace.
Madame Yao is always like this. She probably disappeared suddenly to deal with something urgent.
This seer strategist is just as elusive as the rumors say. Should we wait for her?
No need. I wouldn't dare impose. The tides of fate shifted. I had to delay my steps to arrive at the proper time. I ask for your understanding. Oh my. Counting me, we make exactly 6. Let me do some calculations. Your fortune in the coming days looks grim. You'd better watch out. Wheel. Makes sense. You got what you wanted today. The fates spell danger. This matter is most likely connected to that blade. Ah, the little fox's misfortune has overflowed into good luck. She's blessed with constant good fortune, a true harbinger of prosperity. Huh. That's weird. I can't see yours. So, you're that trailblazer Fushuen mentioned.
Your reputation precedes you, seer strategist. I'm Himiko, navigator of the Astral Express. Whatever's on your mind, you can discuss it with me.
My sincerest apologies. When a diviner encounters someone whose fate is unfathomable, we can't help but feel 3 parts excited, 3 parts flustered, 3 parts curious, and 1 part awestruck.
What do you mean by unfathomable?
My eye of Ishvara can scan the aura of fortune surrounding each of you, manifesting as weal or woe signs above your foreheads. I'd like to divine your fortunes as a welcome gift. However, this person really surprised me. I can't see anything from her at all. Are you really free to try any choice? To do anything you want? Does an Ishvara like you actually exist in this world? You mean you've witnessed the existence of Terminus? But that doesn't mean your life has entered the finality, does it?
What do you think this means, General?
As an Ishvara, their mere presence in the playfield creates a variable in the game. It's both a blessing and a curse. As I said before, the weal and woe of us 6 align with the 6 lines of divination. If she represents woe, then the hexagram falls to water, where dangers lurk above and below, spelling doom. If she brings weal, then the hexagram shifts between wind and water, presenting a great opportunity to strike. Auspicious.
So, the fate of our journey in Planarcadia rests on her decision.
It's not as mystical as it sounds. While an Ishvara has far greater freedom of choice than ordinary people, they're still caught in the currents of fate. I just want to remind you to choose wisely.
Back to business. I take it you're not just here to read our fortunes?
I am here to greet everyone, to apologize to the Express Navigator for my previous indiscretions, and to borrow someone from you.
Miss Himiko, now you understand how I ended up wearing this mask.
I get it. She says she wants to borrow you for an operation. I want to hear your thoughts. If you're not comfortable refusing, I can speak up for you.
Oh, you two. No need for whispers. I can hear you loud and clear.
How did you... Well, since the General heard us, would you mind telling us your reasons for doing this?
I'm collecting variables. During this journey, I'll be acting as unpredictably and irrationally as possible. Don't be surprised. Some Arbiter Generals excel in battle with their wit and valor. Others master the art of forging weapons, and some guard the netherworld with their lives. I, however, fight for the Alliance by calculating and manipulating fate itself, peeking into the future. I'm here to discuss matters regarding the Anti-Destruction Alliance, and then I'll head to Astropolis for the vote. That's the real business. But according to the divination, this Arcadian world faces an extraordinary danger. When a bird's nest falls, no egg will remain unbroken.
Are you saying we'll all perish along with Planarcadia? What's going on here?
Intel indicates that a serious Cienjo criminal is attempting to join the Phantom Moon Games. This individual has been infected by the flesh of Shuhu, the emanator of the abundance, and is extremely dangerous. According to my interpretation, his long-suppressed violent nature will eventually become uncontrollable, bringing catastrophic disaster to everyone.
There's no way he could do that.
That's the divination's answer. Rather than asking whether he could, we should ask, how would he do it? My divination shows dragons clash in the wilderness, their ichor dark and yellow. While the term dragon clash could simply mean fierce battle, could it be foreshadowing a great calamity from your conflict with Blade? Perhaps this prophecy has other interpretations, but with my limited intel right now, I have to prioritize Blade, this most volatile and dangerous factor.
I've heard that different interpretations of prophecies can lead to completely opposite outcomes. Until things become clearer, it's better to reserve judgment.
Let's put that aside for now. In any case, I've brought along a creation forged by Blade himself. If things get out of hand, it might temporarily restore his sanity, giving us a brief chance at victory.
What is it?
I'm sorry, but fate has shifted once again. I must take my leave. To put everyone on the Express at ease, I solemnly swear that Mr. Sunday won't be obligated to do anything for the Cienjo. On the contrary, our delegation will give him every ounce of aid within our power.
What did you say, General?
Aid within our power? She's gone.
Whoa, that was quick. Madame Yao must be really busy.
Has she vanished into thin air like this before?
Yes. I don't know the details myself. With Madame Yao, it often happens and no one knows when she'll return. She doesn't do it on purpose. Allow me to apologize on her behalf.
No worries. At least we know what the Cienjo is up to. Right now, 2 companions from the Express are still trapped somewhere. She and I must head to the tavern to uncover some clues.
If Miss Himeko needs my help, please don't hesitate to ask.
Are March and Mr. Yang in trouble? I'll go with you.
No, you and Sunday will act together with the Seer strategist. We're not at the point where we need to call in reinforcements yet. The situation with Blade is unusual. That Seer strategist's concerns aren't just baseless worries. I don't want to see the Phantom Moon Games bring catastrophe to my homeland. So this is also my request. To put it in the General's words, please do your best to introduce new variables.
I understand Miss Himeko's intentions. I'll leave March and Mr. Yang in your care. Whatever happens, keep me posted on how things go.
Mask of elation can reflect the shape of one's soul. Sure. In Penacony's decorative arts, ravens often symbolize the hidden desires and whispers of humans' dreamscapes. After putting it on, I seem to hear curious voices. The mask whispers to me, urging me to show my elation to the god, to create miracles that will make the people of the Arcadia laugh with joy. That's a good one. When that general, Yao Guang, shows up again, I should discuss our collaboration plans with her. Good luck.
The IPC, Masked Fools, a Cienjo General, the Stellaron Hunters, and the Nameless. Some came for the Alliance. Some for the Eon's game. Whatever their reasons, a storm is brewing in the skies over this world. But at least we got some good news. Sunday has joined the Phantom Moon Games. He can help us in our showdown against Sparksy. Let's rendezvous with Sparkle at the tavern. We must uncover why Sparksy entered the Phantom Moon Games, and what sort of Sparksicon she's got planned for Graphia Academy. When I was little, I heard a few urban legends. They say the entrance to the tavern exists behind every single door in this land. But those who aren't invited, or haven't found their destined path, can never step inside. This time, we already have the Fool's invitation in hand. As for the key to open the door, there's a silly rhyme on the back of the business card. For revelry and drinks galore, no need to search from door to door. Heed the fool's riddle with care to find the key that leads you there. So, about the fool's riddle, got any leads?
Whether they look up or down, the moon that humanity gazes upon in the sky is always the same Phantom Moon.
Looking up makes sense, but looking down? How exactly do you gaze at the sky? Oh, it seems fate ties you to the tavern. I get it now. The answer is Dovebrook. Many generations ago, the Dovebrook was already a river flowing with countless legends. It's no surprise the door to the tavern lies hidden among them. Legend has it that the master painter Graphia once drew water from the Dovebrook to wash her paintbrushes. Looking at Dovebrook's scenery, Memories from my student days just come flooding back. They're not exactly interesting memories. Back then, Dovebrook District was teeming with gangs. There were hooligans running around everywhere, and some really loved messing with the students. I was taller than my peers, and happened to be training in martial arts. To stand up for my juniors, I would occasionally get into scraps with the thugs on the streets. The people who fell into the Dovebrook River would cover the surface like bean sprouts in noodle soup. It all feels like it was just yesterday. Sometimes the thugs fell in. Other times, I took the plunge myself. Back then, I was a bundle of restless energy. The teachers always said I was like a wind-up toy that never stopped banging its drums and cymbals, stirring up a commotion wherever I went. In the blink of an eye, 15 years have passed. Hard to believe someone as reckless and willful as me became the navigator of the Astral Express. Now's not the time to wax sentimental. We've reached the banks of the Dovebrook. So, where's the tavern entrance hidden? According to the business card, the tavern is near the Sinwish Syndicate headquarters. Let's check the other side of the river.
Joke about the Dovebrook? One day, a criminal escaped from prison. He ran for his life, but just when freedom seemed within reach, the Dovebrook blocked his path. With his pursuers closing in, the man prayed to the river. I am hammered by the law, stained with filth. Oh, pure flowing waters, please do not swallow me. A voice from the Dovebrook replied, there's a pedestal of light upon the water. Step on it and you can cross. The criminal wept. What pedestal of light? It's only the moon mirrored on the water, an image that shatters at a touch. If I step on it, I'll fall in and drown. Guess how the Dovebrook answered him. The Dovebrook said, you're not hammered at all. Otherwise, how could you still tell the moon from a pedestal? It's fine. You don't have to buy me a drink as long as I can make you laugh.
That joke sounds like a hint. Could he be a fool from the tavern? Maybe if we find the fragile moon he mentioned, we'll find the way into the tavern.
The moon's reflection. So fragile it shatters at a touch. The moon's reflection. So fragile it shatters at a touch.
Sparkle's riddle says this. Whether looking up or down, they all see the same phantom moon when gazing at the sky. We've gazed at the sky already, so next... From this angle, the moon's reflection is right here. It does look strange in the water. If what the card says is true, and the fool's riddle is the key to entering the tavern, then this moon must be the door lock. Come on, let's take a closer look at this strange moon. Keep going. Chase that moon's reflection. The fools are guarding the moon. Shatter the moon, and we're one step closer to the tavern. Let's try again. Something's back there. Is that a key? The moon is about to break. Let's try again. The key has dissolved into the water. The water's surface is about to change. Look, the tavern's shadow has appeared.
If we follow this path ahead, we should reach the tavern. Watch out!
I almost forgot. You're a full-fledged trailblazer now.
Welcome.
So this is the World's End Tavern.
No. Allow me to correct you. If you think this is all there is to the tavern, you're sorely mistaken. Like a single grape on a great bunch, this is just the part where the tavern connects to this world.
Sorry, but this looks like a regular lounge.
The so-called Planarcadia isn't really an Arcadia either, but who's complaining? Life goes on, doesn't it? If you're looking for something that's true to its name, take a ride on the Astral Express. Funny thing is, it's literally a train. You know, can't find a single trace of astronautical engineering on it. Wait, you two are navigator of the Astral Express and the raccoon on board, right? I've seen you in the news. Friends, a big shot is here. A real knee slapper incoming.
Really? From the Express?
You're not so freaking way enthusiast, are you?
Express folks come to the tavern too?
Do they even have a sense of humor?
Can I get your autograph? Sorry, my foot. I'll never wash it again.
Everyone, curb your curiosity. These two are my guests. Even the most mischievous among you should know when to stop and mind your manners.
Well, if it isn't Little Sparkle, we've all heard your joke. Take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left but a fool?
Oh my! Wouldn't a masked fool be better off without the fool? An empty mask sounds even better, no? Alive-ish. It depends on how you define alive. Most fools won't even admit they're alive. So he isn't exactly dead either. All right. Now I can finally entertain my guests without interruptions. You two, this way. Let's talk about the imposter.
Please left, your heart's content. Give me this.
All right, you two. First round's on me. What'll it be?
We're not here to drink. Time's ticking. Did you find anything on Sparksy?
Don't pull a long face. You'll sour the vintage in the cask. While you were gone, diligent little Sparkle was gathering intel nonstop and didn't waste a single minute. Sparksy. She did come here disguised as me. I called Giovanni. You might not remember him. He's the poor sap who drew the short straw to manage the storage area recently. Old Geo told me that a week ago, I came here and took a few things. Among them was a vial of mimetic virus.
A mimetic virus. No wonder she could take over Graphia Academy and distort March and Welt's cognition, making them believe they're a student and teacher.
Close enough. The so-called Sparksicon is a front for spreading a mimetic virus.
Knowing that isn't enough, what type of mimetic virus is she spreading? What are the symptoms? We need more on her plans and actions before we can counter it.
Thought of that already. So I visited a few friends and learned where the imposter's been haunting. To dig up details, we'll have to get hands-on.
Lead the way, then.
Let's move. Stay close.
Same old.
Abandon all despair, ye who enter. If you want to pass, then amuse me. By the way, hate to ask, you aren't Aha themselves, are you? That's a relief. Not like I could tell if you were a stop you, right?
Isn't this the Tavern of the Elation? Don't you welcome the laughter, gracing you with their presence?
You're wrong. It's not that they are welcome. See that? The fools put up a sign over there. Aha! And morning actors, stay clear from the door. Stay clear!
Ridiculous as it sounds, it's true. After 666 invitations to Aha went unanswered, the younger fools voted to expel the laughter from the Pact of Elation.
Oh, I get it. It's like students expelling a teacher from a classroom. The action is meaningless. The message is loud and clear, though.
All right, Mr. Doorway. I assure you that none of us three is Aha, and none is a morning actor.
Oh, it's Sparkle. Is it really Sparkle? It's not someone else pretending to be Sparkle. I can't tell, and I don't care. Listen up, gray-haired lass. If you want me to open, pay the toll with saying a joke. I've been waiting for the one joke that can cure my melancholy. Now, amuse me. What?
Didn't catch it? No joke, Mr. Doorway, or there's no way I'll tell a joke? Interpret it as you like. By Acaveli above. I can't believe I've come to explaining jokes to a door. gonna break you open.
Didn't expect you to have the pull to get me into the tavern. As expected of a detective's assistant.
Back when I still had a sense of humor, a fool gave me an invitation. You can thank him for that. You're really going to see the Stellaron Hunter case through? They can only pay you in dirty money, you know.
What else can I do? The boys need the money. Credits aren't black or white, they're ones and zeros.
All right. I reached out to Costide. He said that one of the 3 people who stole the mask looked familiar. He might have seen them in the news. Based on his description, I spent ages sketching the suspect's portrait. And I suspect it might be Dan Hung, the Nameless from the Astral Express.
Costide, we owe him another favor. No paying this one back, huh? Speaking of which, Dan Hong. That's a Xianzhou name, isn't it? Where have I heard that name before? It sounds so familiar. So, which of these 3 is Dan Hong? The one with gray hair? The redhead? Or that black-haired girl who looks like she's ready to stir up trouble at any moment? No, don't tell me yet. Let me guess. I know a bit of the Xianzhou language. The word Dan can mean red. So Dan Hong is the lady with red hair, right?
Your deduction skills never fail to impress. Fine, I'll just give you the answer. None of these 3 is Dan Hung. Do you even watch the news?
TV, newspapers, the internet, it's all fake news. What do you expect me to look at?
Let's get down to business. I couldn't find any trace of Dan Hung's actions. It's like someone wiped them clean. So I decided to try a different approach. Keep tabs on the other members of the Express crew. Maybe following their trail will lead to clues about the mask.
Nice work, Mr. Wren. They're heading deeper into the tavern. Follow me.
I see, gray hair. The tavern not inviting you sooner was their loss. Come on in.
Is the drink in these barrels really brewed from jokes?
Yep.
Where's this?
Ta-da! Welcome to the dazzling lights of the Bliss Star. The heart of the tavern, Planarcadia's dazzling dance floor. There are some tasteless masked fools who consider this place the secret to keeping the laughter going. If life's cruel, don't beg for fairness. Dance! Shake away that sadness until it's all well mixed with the joy in your body. That huge light orb up there. For a tavern, it's as essential as the Phantom Moon in the sky. If we get the chance, I can take you inside for a real eye-opener. Speaking of which, 2 months ago, some idiot, after downing hundreds of drinks, had the bright idea to knock it down with a super overlord spinning top. So, we had to reinforce the Blue Star with a steel frame around it and seal it inside the world in canvas. You know how the masked fools are. Spiking drinks with hot sauce and tossing firecrackers down the toilet. Being a drinksmith is a tough gig. No one volunteers. Since Braji vanished, the fools have been drawing lots to take turns as temporary drinksmiths.
This fool you're talking about, it wouldn't happen to be Sparksy, would it?
If it were, I'd already be tied to that light orb as the scapegoat. Anyway, the next stop is the Golden Confessional. The eyewitness says Sparksy was there.
The Golden Confessional? What kind of place is that?
A place where you can let go of all your worries. Well, words won't do it justice. Let's go see it for yourself. Let me show you how to open a path. Play according to the sheet music, and the path will naturally open up.
The steel frame actually opened. The Wispay here actually changed color with the lights.
Just another night at the tavern. Fun, right?
Please laugh.
So many.
To get you to laugh.
Sinks? Why bring us here?
Witnesses say a week ago, I came to the bar, knocked back a few shots of Bomb's first drop, then headed here. The Golden Confessional is an emergency shelter for fools who've had one drink too many. Here, we shed our excess baggage before marching light-footed into the next second.
Oh, well, looks like old Sampo's become the king without a crown. Well, if it isn't my old friend. Sparkle said you'd be coming to the tavern. Old Sampo's heart is bursting with joy. And the teensy bit of sorrow. How did Sparkle beat me to inviting my #1 bestie to the tavern for a drink? Miss me, old friend? Hello, Miss Himiko. Long time no see.
Mr. Sampo, hello. What business brings you here this time?
No business. Just here to repay an old favor.
Ms. Fool here sent me a message asking for HELP. Someone's been parading around the tavern impersonating her.
Well, now, this is some juicy news. Miss Sparkle's usually the one impersonating others, but look how the tables have turned. The trickster's getting a taste of her own medicine.
Shush, Sampo. I brought you here to repay a favor, not to gossip about me.
Oh, I've suffered the embarrassment of losing my mask myself. Thanks to Miss Sparkle's mercy, I didn't end up stranded, so here I am today, ready to help you out. No questions asked.
All right, then. Let's get to work.
Get to work? What are we doing?
Naturally, we'll fish around in these thrones where humans dump their worries and find the worries that Miss Sparksy left behind.
You want us to unclog your toilet?
Not joking. Don't be too shocked, you two. Let me share a little secret about how we masked fools stay mentally healthy. Drink a mood lifter like Bomb's First Drop, and all the harmful memoria in your body, you know, the pain, the worries, gets purged in one go. That's how fools pull pranks and have a blast without a shred of guilt.
So, all that memoria has settled under this bathroom. And you want to sift through it to find Sparksy's worries and catch her thoughts before she acts?
If luck's on our side, maybe we'll even dig up the secret to beating her. What's wrong, man? You don't look so hot.
I've got no objection to the task, but doing this barehanded, I refuse.
Oh, don't worry. When has old Sempo ever come unprepared? Trust me, I won't let you get off that easy. Emotional impact drill. Oh, sorry. Wrong gadget. Oh, this one. Hey, have you heard of a dowsing rod? Well, forget it. I'll spare you the theory. Oh, I tuned the drill bit to resonate with Sparkle's temperament. It'll drill out memoria fountains with similar emotions.
But fair warning, use it carefully. It's been a week since Sparksy was here. Keep your guard up in case something else comes bursting out.
Well, if you ask me, leave it to luck.
We don't have time for luck. My radar says that pompous imposter would pick the highest spot to vent. Exactly. The Golden Throne. Give it a try.
Girl, pick a spot to drill and start mining that gold.
Sampo, does this thing even work?
Of course it works. Don't you trust your old pal, Sempo?
Sampo, how did you get up there just now?
All right, silly me, through that pipe on the side.
What's this? A plunger.
did I tell you? The imposter's worries have appeared. What a rare sight. Sparksicle used to always connect with everyone online. But now, for the first time, she's meeting her fans through the sewer network. Sorry, but we're your haters. Come clean now. What are you planning to do with that mimetic virus you stole? Use Sparksicon as a front to turn everyone into mindless zombies or dancing monkeys? How could I ever harm my dearest, most beloved fans?
You took an entire school of teachers and students hostage and turned them into your puppets to help you enter the Phantasmoon games. You're going to argue that you did it all for them?
Of course I did. From the very first day I was created, I've been doing exactly what my creator asked of me. Listening to every fan's questions, empathizing with their pain and troubles. They feel insecure about being ordinary, cry when ignored by those they like, and strive to stand out because they desperately want others' approval. Sparksy hears every wish, and she answers. During these Phantasmoon games, I'll grant their wishes through the ceremony of the Master of Elation. To become me. Because deep down, every one of them longs to become Sparksy. To wear this dazzling mask, capture the internet's attention, and bask in praise. You must have heard that saying. In the future, everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame. Now, that moment has come. Sparksicon will turn every spectator into me!
For reals? She plans to use a mimetic virus to turn everyone into herself?
Oh, the answer was right there in the riddle all along. You know, I gotta say, that's very Sparkle.
As expected of my imposter, you're absolutely bonkers!
Sis, is now the time to be tooting your own horn, just thinking about being turned into a copy of you? Or I can't even force a smile. Girl, what part of this is elating?
To define elation. The laughter, the fools, the IPC, or every me seeking joy on the Arcadian internet. Contrary to popular belief, the masters of the Phantasmoon games were never us, the supplicants, but the spectators watching us. The Interastral Peace Network showed people other worlds in the cosmos. Once horizons widen, expectations climb. Nothing they hear or see feels fresh, interesting, or thrilling enough. And everyone fears that they're outdated, uninteresting, or unexciting in others' eyes. So the world's like a derailed train, racing toward thrills and madness. Nameless of the Astral Express. Am I wrong? Wherever there's a screen, wherever my audience is, my eyes and ears will be there too. I want to see how far you in this outdated model can go. The harder you struggle, the more spectacular it'll be when I live stream the Astral Express Cruise derailment at Sparksicon. I'm looking forward to your resistance, Nameless.
Oh, heads up, everyone! She's getting serious.
Oh man, the other day I ran into this fan. They insisted on showing me some gallows humor, jokes they found online, saying they were absolutely hilarious. But all he did was show me a video of someone being killed by the antimatter legion, then burst out laughing. Come, let's all enjoy this gallows humor together!
Repay! The dead return!
Dash it!
A future could come!
Embrace a new life. May death protect us! As you wish.
Dash it!
Tomorrow!
Root here.
Bloom.
existence is unity. All will be swept away by the wind. As you wish. Embrace a new life. May death protect us! Root here.
Receive divinity. The dead return! The future will come!
Listen, Sparkle. You only asked me to do your dirty work, but you never said anything about being your thug. You owe me compensation for emotional damage.
Everyone's going to become me soon. Sampo, crawl out of your money pit for a moment, will you?
To think, Planarcadia's elation would end up like this. Back when I still lived in this place, the internet was just for sharing information. Live streaming and virtual idols, we'd never even heard of them. Coming back now feels like stepping into a foreign land. Like returning home, only to find home isn't where it used to be.
It's just madness wrapped in a cheerful shell. She's convinced that we'll be powerless to stop her plan, even if we know what it is. But I'm not ready to roll over just yet.
I know. Even I don't want to turn into that phony's lookalike. Though, we're not that different.
Since the fools stash dangerous things like mimetic viruses in the tavern, I assume they must have also prepared some countermeasures?
Ma'am, you give us fools too much credit. This is the tavern, not the well-ordered Herta space station. But I do know a place. With some luck, we might find a mimetic virus cleanup expert.
All right. Now that you folks have a lead and no shortage of fighting spirit, old Sempo's calling it a day. The Astral Express always has a way of handling crises, doesn't it? With big shots here, a sidekick like me doesn't need to steal the spotlight. Oh, if you run into trouble, you can always ring old Sempo then. I'll even give you folks a special discount, sort of. Well then, farewell, everyone.
So, where are we heading next?
Let's check out Fatal Joke.
Fatal Joke? What kind of place is that?
Maybe some kind of hospital.
Uh-huh. This place feels more like a maze than a tavern.
Well, it is a space-time maze, after all.
Man, really wish we had one of these light orbs on the express.
Attention patients, please refrain from eating beef hot pot and...
Why is there a hospital hidden inside the tavern?
Well, because those who can become fools are all a bit sick in the head. Not your regular headaches and fevers, but matters of the heart. Every time someone goes bonkers and stirs up trouble in the tavern, like scattering nosewalker parasite ticks in every corner, or spiking the beer barrels with truth serum that makes people spew insults. For each time the whole place goes topsy-turvy, there's always some fool who, in the spirit of elation, volunteers to treat them. Yep, they get sent right here to Fatal Joke. Strange. Why isn't there even a fake doctor around today? Even if some fool claims to have a legit medical license, you wouldn't dare trust them, would you?
Attention patients, please refrain from eating beef hot pot in the hallway. If you wish to dine, please invite the hospital director to join you. Thank you. Would Dr. Hartman from Plastic Surgery please report to the director's office immediately? This hospital doesn't even have a plastic surgery department. Who on earth are you? Dr. Zhongshan from Mental Health Care, please report to Exam Room 1. We're one player short for cards. Thank you.
Is this a theater or a hospital?
Alert. Patient detected ahead. Patient detected ahead. Please line up in an orderly fashion for registration and wait for the doctor to begin consultations.
Patient number 01, Akavilli. Is there a Miss Akavilli? Miss Akavilli, diagnosed with Stellaron symptoms per the records. Are you present? Please proceed to exam room 1.
They called you by name, Miss Akavilli. You might go take a look.
patients. Do not believe any information from...
You're finally back, Akivili. I've reviewed your clinical records. Your Stellaron symptoms are stable. Continued observation will suffice. I'm your presiding physician. Good news for you. You don't need to rush into treatment just yet. Though I can't say the same for Miss Sparkle over there. Patient number 02, Miss Sparkle, please come in. Hello there, Miss Sparkle.
You're one of the few who didn't mistake me for that imposter, Doctor. But just a reminder, yours truly isn't sick. I'm perfectly healthy.
Oh, everyone who comes here says they're perfectly healthy. I've seen so many patients, and you're among the most severe. I could already make an initial diagnosis at first glance. Your ailment is loss of self. If someone can transform into 10,000 characters, would she still remember her original self?
Good question. But if someone could become 10,000 characters, does the original even matter anymore? By the way, Doc, are you familiar with any treatment protocols for mimetic viruses?
Mimetic viruses. I've heard about it. The city sent over a few cases. The patients had one thing in common. They were all heavy internet users. The medical records are in the room. You can take a look if you want.
Is this Dual Mention City? How is that possible?
The tavern space.
No way. Are these General Yao Guang's medical records?
The medical records are on the bookshelf. First pile on the left.
Are there already victims in the city?
To eliminate the mimetic virus, helping patient 0 face reality is a crucial phase of the treatment.
What's happening?
You've never been to Fatal Joke before?
That's not surprising. I don't spend much time at the tavern. And to reiterate, I'm perfectly healthy.
I love patients who deny their illness. I'll personally shatter their self-confidence. Miss Sparkle, I'm going to write up a detailed diagnosis report for you. In the meantime, why don't you chat with your fellow patients who share your affliction?
Gray hair, let's go. I don't want to waste any more time with this quack.
Miss Sparkle, please wait in this room until the consultation is complete.
Sparkle, you're back! You seem happy. Yeah, I'm keeping my spirits high, just like she asked. Sparkle, Sparkle! You're the one who told me that a smiling mask will never have bad luck, aren't you? This world doesn't want to see too much sadness, cruelty, rage, or pain. You told me that I just need to smile, no matter what. I did everything you asked. But why did you abandon me? Right now, I just want to scream! To cry, to shout! I just want to devour you all!
Just how many masks have you thrown away?
Don't worry about it. Everyone sheds just as many versions of themselves in a lifetime. More people got my name right today than in the past week. I'm so touched. I am your original mask. The Sparkle Roll Mask. The archetype of a bright maiden doomed for a short life. The avenger who perishes with her nemesis. The lover who dies for love. The young artist driven to madness. You used me to win fame, applause, and countless eager gazes. So why would you cruelly cast me aside? Please, wear me once more. The worst thing an actor should do is be tied down to one type of role. Do yourself a favor and stay down.
The diagnosis results are in, Miss Sparkle. Miss Sparkle, I have your results. Your main components are madness, humor, and a theatrical personality. Unfortunately, the proportions are badly imbalanced. You're beyond saving. But the silver lining is your mask has fallen off. She's free at last.
And that's where everyone's misfortune began. None of the masks I've cast off ever had such strong opinions or such a temper.
She no longer needs to be corroded by your cancer of rationality. Now she can do anything that you wanted to do but didn't dare to do.
Ha! As if there's anything Miss Sparkle wouldn't dare to do.
For example, you don't dare wear any one mask for too long. Like a butterfly shedding old skin, you keep discarding every mask just so you won't be defined or bound by them. You're afraid to stop, to be stuck in some stereotype. You're afraid that one day you won't be elating enough. That's why you drew Miss Sparksy and became her online. As a dazzling mask, everyone confides in her. Everyone wants to be her. Everyone feeds her their clever ideas. You thought this would inject new life into your elation. But sadly, once the mask is on you, you become its accessory. People care only about the image the mask paints. No one cares about the you beneath. And that is why she came to life. Human recognition and desire will flow through the internet, providing nourishment for her to bloom. She'll become a bewitching flower, conforming to everyone's wishes, letting them wear her, become her, and blossom across all of Planarcadia. What a beautiful sight. Stop? You mean treat? Yes? Cremate Sparkle. That's the best treatment I can prescribe.
And here I thought you had something clever. After all, there's only one radical cure for all suffering. Make oneself disappear, right?
Miss Sparkle, don't think I'm joking around with you. I only misbehave outside the tavern. But here, I am a doctor, without quotation marks. My treatment is real and effective. Generally, when a fool vanishes, their mask loses its power and becomes a dead thing. You're two sides of the same coin, after all. But as for Sparksy, I can't say for sure. During SparksyCon, she'll be worn by millions of ordinary people in Planarcadia, feeding her with sustenance and strength. Your window of opportunity is therefore fleeting. Go on, lie down on that bed and say goodbye to your friends. Press that button and the nurse will come wheel you away. There's a door in the tavern that absolutely positively leads to a still-burning star in Sidunirama. The nurse will send you there, and that'll be the end of it.
And if I say no?
Then I'll have to be impolite. Miss Sparkle, nameless, the choice is yours. As for me, by the laughter above, I've got to catch the next ship out of this dump.
Hey! What's going on? Why am I pinned here? Gray hair. Ma'am Navigator. A little help? You need me! I can help you defeat Sparksy! Hey! What's going on? Why am I pinned here? Gray hair. Ma'am Navigator. A little help? You need me!
The mask of the masked fool represents what you wish to become. You use it to focus your power, but the mask will gradually bind you as well. That's why you've been avoiding Sparksy all this time. She didn't just steal a vial of mimetic virus. She stole your strength. No wonder the fool at the bar joked, when a masked fool loses their mask, what remains is just a fool.
Yes. Every fool has at least one such mask. Not mere decoration, but a part of our destiny crafted by our own hands. It might be a morning actor mask you took a liking to and stole from them. It might be a head accessory you personally sketched in a moment of inspiration. Or it might be something that one day fell from the sky and latched onto your face. To become a fool, one must experience at least one such instance of destiny. The moment of masking one's face. Through the mask's eye holes, we gain a different perspective. Finally seeing how the universe is simply churning with endless jokes and the absurd nature of our existence as living beings. The mask is who we want to be. And now, this imposter is more me than I am. Do it! Press the button. Call the nurse and cremate Miss Sparkle. At least then, the imposter will lose her power for a little while. You should be able to take her down easily, right? You're not actually going to press it, right?
Give us a moment to hesitate, to think.
Waiting is torture, you know. You're not doing this on purpose to punish me, are you? Hey, gray hair! Say something! Hey! Gray hair! Have you forgotten our friendship? You'll make the button smoke at this rate. Too bad. I took the battery out of the button earlier while no one watched. It was a test, and you failed.
Since the fool made her choice, she must have a plan to reclaim the mask, right? If you dare say no, I'll press this button and let the orbital cannon cremate you for real. Your sticky little fingers aren't fast enough to steal this battery, are they?
There's a way. There's always a way. Miss Sparkle will definitely take responsibility and work together with everyone to stop Sparksicon.
What's with this applause?
Have we been watched the whole time?
Bravo!
Please proceed to consultation room 7 immediately.
That's hilarious!
Thank you.
So, is it time for the combat sequence now? Phew. Miss Sparkle lives to fight another day. So the audience watched our every move in that treatment? Is this a hospital or a theater?
That's life for you. While there's life, there's judgment. In every unseen corner, countless judging eyes are watching, diagnosing, and writing their own prescriptions.
I must admit, Fatal Joke is a fascinating place. Real shame I didn't come check it out earlier.
Ignore the spectators, here for laughs. They won't help and couldn't if they tried. You said you had a way to Sparksy. Let's hear it. What's the plan?
I've got a few anti-sparkle weapons. in my collection. I've always had this premonition that one day Miss Sparkle would become an unstoppable terror in this universe. Someone has to find a way to stop me before that day comes. On a trip, I met a girl who shared my tastes. She had quite the knack to be a fool. In our battle of wits, she nearly turned me into sparkle paste using the local tumbleweed specialty. She also had a massive mech with beam cannons up the wazoo, ready to blast away any time. I quietly replicated those powerful goodies from my travels. With these anti-sparkle weapons, that imposter won't know what hit her. I gotta say, I'm quite the visionary. You two, let's head to the storage area next. I've already contacted Giovanni. He's doing an inventory check of the lost items there.
Intel from the school?
The Furbo journalists couldn't find March or Mr. Yang, but they did spot Sparksy taking down the wave mural in the school courtyard.
Oh? That's noteworthy. Looks like Sparksy's busy making preparations too. But why do all this? Never mind her for now. Let's check out the Fool's storage area.
This tavern is huge.
It's all right. I just wish there were more fun spots around.
Wait, there are that many people under the dance floor?
Up there.
Working my tail off for you, tallying the losses. Wait, who'd you bring with you? Oh, it's Miss Trailblazer. I knew you'd step into the tavern and become one of us someday. Those with the makings of masked fools are naturally drawn to one another.
You sure know quite a few fools.
Ah, and the lovely lady behind you. You must be Miss Himiko, navigator of the Express. A pleasure to meet you.
Mr. Giovanni, just call me Himiko.
Normally only fools may enter, but since Sparkle brought you, and you are practically an old friend, I can make an exception as the caretaker. Let me show you around.
Gio, cut the spiel. Sampo says you recite that intro so often he's grown calluses on his ears. Want the fool's treasures, souvenirs, and prank gear? Come to the Grand Treasury Storage. They've stashed everything here.
You stole my line again.
With our theft rate, that tagline's probably to blame.
I'll admit it's catchy. That's why I used it as a slogan. Storage area visits went up by 26% after that.
Business first. Did you see my pickup message I sent? Where's my stored anti-sparkle weapons?
Well, your storage list is a total mess. You never leave any notes. If I hadn't been called to audit, who'd know how many surprises you got stashed away? As for the anti-sparkle weapons, oh, I'd love to know what on earth that's supposed to be. Why don't you go in and look for yourself? As requested, I've linked the vault entrance to your collection room.
Gio, did the imposter leave this behind?
How should I know? I've been doing inventory all this time.
Huh? What's this?
Kid, wake up. Uh-huh. This rock is dangerous.
Dangerous? I'll smash it with one swing!
You got it! Smash every last one and bring them all back! Stellar Jade is the perfect bait for catching the nameless. How generous of you. First time I've seen a thief steal something and leave something even more valuable in the vault. Isn't this exactly the type of phantom thief flair we masked fools adore? Remove a carefully curated piece and leave a gift in place to soothe the owner. A jumbo-sized stellar jade is surely worth a jar of mimetic virus and a few anti-sparkle weapons, wouldn't you say? And you stole my other prized pieces too? That worthless junk? Consider it a complimentary vault cleaning. Before SparksCon begins, I'd like a little warm-up entertainment. Old model and the nameless. You should be able to break out of this room, right? Don't disappoint me now! Game over! My sparkle weapon has turned into a failed science project!
I'm fine. Receive divinity. Repay.
Enjoying yourself? All will be swept away by the wind. Root here. Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
The dead return!
will come.
As you wish. Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
Receive divinity. The dead return!
Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind.
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Hail the new dawn!
Gio, the security here is an absolute mess.
You're in no position to talk. Even the drinksmith here is a temp. Count yourself lucky I'm kind enough to help tally your storage.
She didn't just steal my power and my collection. She completely destroyed Miss Sparkle's reputation. This is the worst day ever.
A correction, Miss Sparkle's worst day so far.
Want to make fun of me? Go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. I also don't think gear tumbleweeds and giant mechs would work on someone spreading mimetic viruses. I thought of a way just now that might suppress the mimetic contagion at Graphia Academy. You can fight fire with fire, but a mimetic virus can be scoured away with water.
What do you mean?
Our informant at the school reports Sparksy is removing the central mural there. The imaginated mural, World Breaker Waves, is said to be a work left behind by Graphia herself. Legend says the wave comes from the Dove Brook river water she used to wash off her painting mistakes. The artists say it is blessed. That's why they kept it in the school. I couldn't understand why Sparksy went to such lengths to tear it down. Now I do. Painting mistakes are redundant information that stain a painting. A mimetic virus is redundant information that stains the mind. If someone knew how to harness this Dovebrook wave to wash over the school, they could cleanse the infection she spread. That's why Sparksy wanted to hide the mural. Exactly. As a Graphia Academy alumna, I know a bit of traditional painting. Right now, our most directly effective plan is to break into the school, regain control of the mural, and use it to suppress Sparksy's movements.
Let's go. I'll make this imposter pay 100-fold.
Looks like our paths must part in haste. I wish you all fair winds on your journey ahead. Oh, if any of you feel uncertain about what's next, here's a small suggestion. Take a detour inside the Blistar Light Orb. A quick prayer to the gods before battle hardly counts as wasting time, does it? For us masked fools, that light orb holds the same significance as the phantasmoon hanging above. Deep within the orb, everyone can find the divine revelations of the elation.
doesn't look like where we came in.
They found something else at the school? We need to pick up the pace. Giovanni said we could find the divine revelations of the elation inside the light orb. Don't tell me this orb is another tavern room.
Bingo, your intuition's spot on. It isn't just a light-polluting orb. Think of it as a shrine for fools. sounds a bit too serious, no? Most masked fools treat the laughter like an invisible, mischievous drinking buddy. Fine for a mental toast. But if they really come looking for you, it's usually bad news. Inside this light orb is a miracle tied to a Ha. It responds to any fool who approaches. Let me show you something mind-blowing. Here we go. Open sesame! I said, open sesame! Open sesame! Sesame? Open? Hooray! So in their eyes, I don't even count as a masked fool anymore! What a wonderful surprise! The imposters stole my identity too!
The good news is, at least one of us is still a masked fool.
Hey! That's way too harsh. I hate to admit it, but gray hair, it's opened for you. The light orb has a glass.
So, this is the miracle you meant?
Yes. Among the masked fools, a myth is told. When the Master of Elation climbed the highest boughs of the Tree of Existence, they glimpsed the cold, abhorrent void. The stars turned like machinery, and all meaning yielded to nihility. They gazed further, until they witnessed a newborn fall and cry as if wronged beyond measure. Then they burst out laughing. That crystalline laughter tore through the cold, dead universe, echoing through the realms to this day. Many think the laughter that tore apart the cosmos is just a metaphor. But sadly, it's real. The tavern folks call this thing the echo of primordial laughter. It tore open a spatial rift. They say other tavern branches have this too, in multiple locations. No one knows how many there are, or what their existence means. When we shout into it, there's no echo. Toss in trash, and it merrily swallows it. No one knows if this thing will keep widening and swallow the tavern whole. Either way, it just sits there, right over there, motionless, grinning at us forever. Just stick your hand in there. It's said, at a turning point of destiny, a fool need only reach into the rift and grasp something. The tavern folks call it the laughter's gift. No one knows what this thing will bring to those who seek it, fortune or otherwise. But one thing's for sure. Your destiny's bound to get much more chaotic. Hey, gray hair. Wanna give it a try? Ready to try your luck? Reach into the fissure, and you'll find a gift from the laughter. Ready to try your luck?
Billy, have mercy. In Billy's name, please don't hurt me.
this?
Laughter above, they really answered. But what's their deal giving you another mimetic virus?
Now I get it. Audiences infected with the Sparksy virus naturally won't be able to resist Sparksy. We'd end up like that soon after breaking into the school. But if we're already infected with another mimetic virus, well, that changes things. And this banana serves exactly that purpose, to buy us some time to resist. The elation really has a twisted sense of humor, huh? All right, let's move.
Who are you two? Haven't you heard the rule? Only one fool's allowed in here at a time.
Who am I? Well, just a passing detective and his assistant. Have I been asleep too long? Or has humanity sunk so low they don't even care if they turn into monkeys?
Meanwhile, the ignorant criminals believed they had discovered a treasure that could change their destiny, completely unaware that what they held in their hands could shatter the sanity of the entire world!
Mr. N, cut the narration when it's time to fight.
Well, I gotta do something, right? Like this?
Whatever floats your boat. Now, listen up, you three. Put that banana down and walk away, and I'll let bygones be bygones. But if you try anything funny...
If you want to get to them, you'll have to get through these little toys first.
Are these folks really the Nameless? In all my years, I've never seen the Nameless dealing with mimetic viruses.
The real deal. Just some Nameless passing through.
Mr. N, I've got to go after them. You won't be able to keep up with me. Just head home and wait for the news. I swear, I won't let the tragedy that happened to you repeat itself in this world.
Over here! This way! Run faster! You don't want to get caught by that guy back there, do you? Yo, sis! Just how many troublemakers did you people manage to tick off when you landed? Good old Sempo came through with top-notch service, saving your lives in the nick of time.
Thank you, Mr. Sampo. Now that we're all set, it's time to head to Graphia Academy for the rescue mission. Mr. Sampo, do you know which door in the tavern can get us back to the city the quickest?
You don't even need to ask when it comes to knowing all the secret passages and shortcuts in this tavern. You won't find anyone who can match old Sempo.
Then lead the way.
Your thoughts tell me that you still have doubts about me. you ask to meet here so I could clear up some of your doubts?
Greetings, Lady Yao Guang.
Being able to hear others' thoughts anytime. This tuning ability sure comes in handy.
Compared to the seer strategist's ability to come and go as she pleases, this is nothing but a parlor trick. I've heard that Xianzhou folks are big on etiquette, yet here I am, and you're still playing hide and seek, General. Isn't that a bit discourteous?
Sorry. I have this old problem of suddenly disappearing. It's really something beyond my control. As for the reason, I'm afraid I can't disclose it. Please forgive my rudeness. Or, if you're truly that curious, why not use your tuning and find out?
You know I won't do that. Besides, I couldn't even if I wanted to right now.
Couldn't?
At this moment, the crowd's thoughts are crashing over me like a tidal wave. I can't block out all this mental noise. Just keeping my own thoughts from getting tangled up in everyone else's is hard enough.
I see. So that's why. When you were speaking with Miss Himiko earlier, I accidentally intruded on your private conversation.
My tuning is spiraling out of control. This mask is distorting my abilities.
I see it differently. The loss of control is temporary. That mask is amplifying your power.
How is this possible? This tuning power is bestowed by the harmony. How could the elation meddle with their authority?
Perhaps the elation simply poured more fuel into this divine authority? In my humble opinion, this mask binds the supplicant to all beings of Planarcadia, drawing strength from those who share the same path here for your use. That's why you're hearing others' thoughts surge toward you like a tide. Your tuning is steadily expanding, and you've become the center of this melody.
You sure gave me quite the gift, General. But why would such a precious gift be placed on my face? I need an honest answer.
You want to know the reason? Didn't I explain it already?
Your reasons about me make sense, but what I really want is your answer about yourself. General of the Yuchue, who sees into the future, why not wear the mask yourself and personally step into the fray with its power?
Words can deceive, but only tuning lays the truth bare. Mr. Sunday, why not use your enhanced tuning to feel the weight of that answer for yourself?
Well then, pardon my intrusion, Lady Yao Guang.
So this bird on my shoulder is the manifestation of the tuning's resonance?
Exactly. And these symbols I see floating above people's heads would be the wheel and woe signs you mentioned, General?
That's right. To become an Arbiter General, one must undergo 3 ceremonies. The Rainbow Ordainment, the Rainbow's Gaze, and the Bestowal of Spiritus. Only then can one truly take up the mantle and live up to the title. When I was appointed as the Yuchue's General, I was bestowed with the Rainbow Spiritus called Kala Chakra Sky Plume. which represents the vision of the hunt among the 7 aspects of the rainbow. A symbol of foresight, verdict, and self-discipline. Thanks to that, I gained the Eye of Ishvara, which allows me to read the flow of destiny. Since the day I arrived on this world, every person I've seen bore a crimson woe sign above their head, without exception. Within days at most, a catastrophic disaster will befall this place.
So, that red glow rising from the edge of the city is...
the blazing light formed by the convergence of all those woe signs in Planarcadia.
In that case, General, it's all the more reason for you to wear the mask. Once your sight into the future is strengthened, you won't need to fear the deathly omen in your readings.
Mr. Sunday, have you heard the diviner's iron law? Never divine the same matter twice.
In Penacony, diviners also warn clients beforehand. You can't ask for another spread just because you dislike the result. There's a reason for that, isn't there?
Divining the future is, in essence, a form of observation and calculation. It's an interference with the future. Each reading drives the murky future towards a definite outcome. A collapsed quantum state, even if that outcome isn't to one's liking. To be honest, when I set out for Planarcadia, I had fully intended to personally participate in the Phantom Moon Games. But the moment I laid hands on the mask, I understood the consequences of wearing it. Once this miraculous item is donned, the Eye of Ishvara would transcend mere sight and permeate throughout this realm. The Kalachakra sky plume would predict the future of all beings at tens of billions of instances per second.
You're saying that simply by your observation, our future would become fixed.
Indeed, just like how the Wisdom Walker expounded the way of destiny, anchoring the fated moments. If I wore the mask, I would become the noose of Planarcadia, and I would personally anchor a destiny that drives us all into a bottomless darkness. We will become locked in a dead end, with not a shred of hope for salvation. Close one. I passed the trial. There's still a sliver of hope in this round.
Now that makes me even more curious. Pardon my bluntness, but the fate of billions in Planarcadia never had much to do with you, General. Your encounter with the Express and the IPC was merely a chance meeting. You are a messenger of the Xianzhou. Since you foresaw the omen, that an Arbiter General will fall here, you could have boarded your ship and left at any time. Why choose to stay and help us? To help this world break free of this death trap?
Because I am guided by great compassion. Every life is precious beyond measure. Such diplomatic pleasantries won't fool the former master of Penacony like yourself, would they? Then, how about this reason? The Astral Express has distinguished itself time and again against the destruction, and bears an irreplaceable duty for the future. I can't just sit idly and watch you face annihilation. Give me a break. I really am terrible at all this diplomatic talk. Mr. Sunday, what makes you think that everything I've done is just to save Planarcadia?
What?
Weal is where woe lurks. Woe is where weal leads. The good fortune of some often births the ill fate of others, and a dead end for someone may hide an opportunity for another. This treacherous land where life and death turn again and again, where fortune flips to misfortune, is, in my eyes, the perfect board for a game of wits.
A game with whom?
With the gods. Mr. Sunday, Have you heard of the Battle of the Fanghu 30 years ago?
I've heard rumors of that war, but not the details. General, are you suggesting Planarcadia is now facing dangers just as perilous as the Xianzhou Fanghu was back then?
You got that right. 30 years ago, the Abundance Axis broke our lines and invaded the Fanghu homeland. The abominations awakened a living demonic star, intending to sink the Xianzhou Fanghu. With no other options, the Alliance staked everything on my junior Soar's plan to operate the astronomical observation device, the Cloud Pier Telescope, to signal the rainbow for aid, using their Lux arrow to strike down the demon star. Whoever operated the Cloud Pier Telescope would not return. It was to be a one-way trip.
So, your junior Sora.
You guessed wrong. The one who offered his life was my master, who taught me divination. It was Master Jingtian, then the Yuchui's master diviner, and the only high official authorized to operate that device. He accepted his fate and ventured to the Fanghu. Going with him into certain death were HoYoverse, the previous Yaoqing general who guarded the Cloud Pier Telescope, and the Verdant Knights under her command. I was responsible for assessing the entire plan's feasibility and mending its gaps. I activated the Decalite reflection barrier, calculating and casting lots again and again. I watched as the starlight, representing countless possibilities, flickered within the reflections, faint, wavering, until the vast shadow of a pondering god swallowed them whole. And they vanished into the abyssal dark at the edges of the universe. And in that moment, I understood that I had cemented my master and countless soldiers into an inescapable doom. When the Lux arrow fell, they would perish along with the enemy and that demonic star. All reduced to ashes.
You sacrificed so many comrades just to ensure the enemy's fall?
To Penaconians, that must seem incredibly cruel, right?
As someone born in an era of peace, I have no right to judge. Perhaps the founders of Penacony could understand the necessity.
Cruel or not, it was my duty. And so I had to witness and remember their sacrifice. When I saw the Lux arrow descend, I realized the Xianzhou Alliance had actually directed an Eon's actions. This realization illuminated the mission of my remaining years. In this cold, merciless cosmos, when you're trapped in despair, an Eon's intervention is often the only hope. We are not ants, helpless beneath the celestial spheres as we simply watch the stars turn. Instead, their trails were forged by us, who offered up a portion of our insignificant destiny. Even beings as mighty as the Eons can be pulled by our will.
Is this what you want to do in Planarcadia?
Indeed. I will seize those starlights of possibility I once buried with my own hands. Just like the Battle of the Fanghu 30 years ago. An Arbiter General will fall, and an Eon will descend. I will forge the destined death into wagers and game pieces, and invite the god who delights in meddling with destiny to sit at my table. This time, I will invite them into my calculations, to draw a great wheel for the cosmos' future. Mr. Sunday, surely you can understand this mad idea of mine, having once reached the divine throne of order yourself.
Our common ground goes far beyond mad ideas. But I was reviving a god who already lay dead and buried in the infinite dark. General, how can you be sure that the most capricious Eon would be led by your fancy?
Have you heard this myth about the elation? They say Ahab once climbed to the highest bough of the Tree of Existence. Gazing out, they saw stars turning coldly like machines, and the meaning of everything yielded to nihility. Only the cry of a newborn made them burst into laughter. Mr. Sunday, answer me. Why did Aha laugh?
I think it's because they finally saw an audience arrive at this long, empty stage we call the universe.
Oh, well said. You're way funnier than you look. As divination teaches, heaven creates 49 paths. Humans find the one unseen. We are the greatest variable this blind, mindless universe can produce. The universe and the gods set riddles for us, and we shall give them a surprise, an answer beyond the finality. Ah, looks like it's about time.
Don't tell me you're disappearing without a goodbye again, General.
No. This time, we will set our eyes on the same place and carve a sliver of possibility out of destiny with our own sight.
Could you be talking about the school where Himiko and the others went?
Yes. The crimson light there pierces the sky today, marking it as a locus of woe. The Arcadia's first calamity will erupt there.
I should have asked you to give them a few secret strategies before they left.
Forget it. The stuff in those pouches is all harmless banter anyway. We should let them off the hook.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Full Wish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Smelly.
It's been 3 hours since our first supplicant, Miss Sparksy, announced her entry into the Phantom Moon Games. The performance she announced to all her fans, SparksyCon, is also about to begin.
How curious! Planarcadia's day-night cycle was completely scrambled in ancient times. Graphia Academy's location just happens to be bathed in light. So, in broad daylight, what kind of fireworks show does Miss Sparksy have in store for us?
Who knows? Maybe she'll blow the school sky high in a blaze of fireworks. After all, at the Phantom Moon Games 15 years ago, Graphia Academy also.
Hey, Senior, you can't joke about that. Dear viewers, our apologies. Let's move on to news about other supplicants.
According to the Department of Aberration Defense's staff, during a routine inspection of the Phantom Moon courtyard, 2 additional mask shapes manifested on the altar.
In other words, 2 more supplicants have appeared.
Although none of them have publicly announced entry into the games yet, the altar's masks mean someone, somewhere, has quietly donned the masks of elation. As for the 2 masks, Department of Aberration Defense staff described one as a raccoon and the other as some kind of bird.
A raccoon mask, huh? Hard not to think of the Astro Express that just arrived in Planarcadia. Will the nameless from the Astro Express join the Phantom Moon Games? I hear they've even invited them to SparksyCon as special guests.
Will it be a miraculous show formed out of the collaboration between supplicants or a head-to-head showcase between two famed contenders.
Countless streamers are already live, broadcasting the scene at the venue. Let's cut to the feed now.
Look, it's the Nameless from the Astral Express!
One girl, 1,000 faces. 1,000 faces, one girl. Welcome to the Sparksicon live broadcast. Dear lovely fans, please be patient. Sparksicon is about to begin.
This horror stream is about to end. Time for you all to log off. That woman has Miss Sparksy's face. What a pathetic imitation. What? My face is the original!
Miss Sparksy's face alone is the greatest masterpiece in the world! Everyone should listen to her sweet voice and gaze upon her adorable face!
We shall become Miss Sparksy!
We offer everything to Miss Sparksy.
Sparksicle! 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 Sparksicle!
My eyes! I've seen something cursed.
The mimetic virus spread among people is way worse than we imagined. There are walking Sparksy shrooms growing on the ground. I bet we'll all end up with Sparksy, or rather Sparkle faces before we can get very far.
Are we really using that? If we don't take down that imposter before the virus hits, we'll all be monkeys in the jungle.
Become a fake of a fake or a carefree monkey. Your call.
On second thought, being assimilated by an imposter doesn't sound that bad.
Enough talk. Eyes on the banana.
Ow! Man, a little warning before you stab someone with a banana, please?
Come on, banana.
Remember the plan we made at the tavern.
Yes, we dig out the imaginative painting Sparksy hated, then use waves to give Garathia Academy a good banana over. Wash over. But what if that imposter figures it out?
Just try to keep her busy and buy us some time.
Let's do it! Dear guests, I've been waiting so long, my phone's about to die. Drop the act, my dear Mask. I shouldn't have called you an imposter. That was harsh of me. Come back to Mama's arms. It's not too late. If the Astral Express crew gets involved, they won't be pulling any punches. Of course I get it. Surrendering now would ruin the stage you so carefully set. Total buzzkill, right? So you still don't get it? The worst thing an actor should do is be tied down to one type of role. for you. The loyal friend who's been by your side all along. The masked fool who never played any tricks. She is actually the old mask I have shed. Been telling you all this time? She's just an old model.
No wonder the light orb in the tavern didn't react to Sparkle.
For real? That explanation is kinda awesome. Look at those expressions on your faces. This is the best opening act for Sparksicon ever! I shed that old mask, and with it, the weak, timid, all too human me. This new me will break free from all shackles, gather my fans' wish power, and stride onto the stage of the Fantasmoon Games! In return for the wish power offered by everyone in the Arcadia, every subject must show them what elation truly means. We will demonstrate the elation we desire! Involved anywhere in this. It's a simple yes or no, like scrolling to the bottom of the terms of service. Want attention, talent, quick cash, universal praise? Download the Sparksy virus. Ta-da! Click confirm, and you're set. Isn't that exactly what they crave? Elation in 3 minutes flat? Nameless. You're doomed to lose. You can't stop what people desire.
We can't stop their desire. But in this stream, we'll show this Arcadia world another possibility.
What did you just say?
We'll show everyone watching the live stream the elation of the Astral Express. Before Sparksicon begins, the hero of the Express will defeat the villain who tried to spread the virus. And soon, the world will watch it happen live. In their hearts, they'll long for the Trailblaze too. You were never the only option for the audience, Sparksy.
I can't stand heroic stories. You lot always wave the flag of justice, then stomp all over the fun with brute force. The elation has nothing to do with justice, and you haven't won yet. Ma'am, gray hair, don't tell me you forgot the plan. I'll stall her. Long time. Come on, gray hair. Have a little faith in me. something I've always wondered. Who's the real Sparkle, and who's just a mask? Shouldn't the last one standing decide that? Then let's settle it, right now! I'll make you the opening firework of Sparksicon!
Unbelievable! A girl who looks exactly like Miss Sparksy just rushed in and started throwing punches!
Could she be a high-grade lookalike rival?
Looks like when it comes to top-tier V-Streamer wars, the fanciest fights are fought the old-fashioned way.
Hey, friends! Over here! Look this way!
Is that March's voice?
Over here! Mr. Yang and I are in the art classroom!
While Sparkle keeps her busy, let's regroup with March first. Move this platform, and you should be able to get up there. March, I'm just so happy you're safe, Bana.
After she escaped the school, I figured she'd bring you back. So while Sparksy was away, I found a classroom to hide in. The students around here have been acting weirder and weirder. Good thing my heart is pure and untouched, so her tricks don't work on me. Hold up. Were you two just talking with some weird verbal tick?
What about Welt? Is he all right?
Mr. Yang, it's our friends. Come on out.
You look perfectly normal, though.
ago. So that Professor Welt she saw in the news...
Just a bit of acting on my part. Let's not dwell on that right now. Like March, I realized something was corrupting our cognition when I arrived at school. She even pulled from one of my past memories to strengthen the effect. It was pretty frustrating. Luckily, I've dealt with something similar before. I snapped out of cognition corruption very fast this time, so I decided to keep playing the teacher and hide some students away in secret. So, any ideas on how to dispel Sparksy's influence? No wonder these students took down the seascape painting from the central courtyard. Sparksy had them break it into 3 parts: the waves, the wooden boat, and the moon. I don't know where they hid the waves and the moon, but I managed to retrieve the wooden boat that was stored in the archive room from the students.
As expected from Teacher Yang.
We might have a lead on the other 2 painting pieces. Have you seen Furbo, Nana?
You mean a Furbo?
We sent a local reporter into the school, but his luck turned sour, Nana.
Sparksy caught him red-handed. Before he was taken away, he managed to take a photo of the library. I want to check it out with her.
What about me and Mr. Yang? Now that we have a lead, no way we'll just sit here doing nothing.
March and I will go track down that Furbo reporter. We might even find out where the last piece of the painting was hidden.
That's the plan. Let us know right away if you find any leads.
Himiko, where's the library?
I know the way. I just hope they haven't renovated the academy in the past 15 years.
Please give Miss Sparksy lots of likes!
The library's just up ahead. Finally, I can get away from all these... We're here, Bana.
But I don't see any waves or moon.
could it be? Like I'd ever tell you.
Miss Sparksy herself ordered us to guard this place with our lives.
Hey, get that stream running.
Ugh, kids these days. They ignore their studies just to focus on the internet. As an alum of Graphia Academy, it's my duty, as tradition dictates, to give you all a proper extracurricular lesson. Hey, juniors, ready to roll?
Eternal. Okay. Root here.
Future will come. Receive divinity. Repay.
As you wish. Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
Where could they be hiding the landscape painting?
After all, it's an image-nanted thing. Once sealed in a scroll or something, it'll be a pain to retrieve, Bana. Oh, right. Let's check out that photo Nana the reporter left us. Maybe we can find some clues.
Where are we now?
This place looks just like any other classroom. But something's off.